Yeah, we back. What is this? Episode 10. Again, we done had another episode where I don't like any of these girls anymore. Like this was whack. The ending was so whack to me, and I got a lot of thoughts now in regards
It's
to that
not
ending.
even giving baddie. It's not giving baddies. It's not giving. It's giving like jump a
Weak
hoe.
bitches. Yeah, weak bitch club. Like that's what it is. All right, let's just get on into it. Tasiki and Smiley, we get them on the next day. They start off this whole day. They're recapping the night. Smiley and Tasiki, they start talking about how they over the random girls picking fights. It's nothing hood. It's just like punk shit. Like they having fights that aren't really fights. They start asking about Smiley starts asking, not Smiley, Tasiki started asking Smiley about how she feel about Biggie, and she said she likes Biggie. She feels like she's misunderstood, which is the same thing Tasiki was saying. And they saying that they feel the same way. Well, Smiley said she felt the same way about Vicky and felt like she was misunderstood. And they was laughing, talking about when she left, all hell broke loose, which low key is true. But Tasiki said they just be bluffing and stuff. These fights ain't fights. Where's the money? Every time we meet up, y'all having a fight. Y'all not talking about the money. I'm here for the money. Like, what's up? Like, what are
She
we
said,
doing?
"Y'all must be scared of the money."
Yeah, because honestly, she's right. Because it's like every time they link up, they ain't really talking about nothing about getting money like real baddies. Y'all just aren't gonna fight, and y'all can't fight. Like she said, we've seen fights that are not really fights. The only fight that we really saw that was really a fight was hers. But you got anything else you want to add to that?
I'll say, hold on. I'll say hers, and then Anna and Scotty first round. That was a good fight.
Yeah, Anna was throwing them. She was throwing them good on
Anna
that
versus Scotty, the first round. That was a good fight.
one. Well, we'll move on to the idiot bitches. They migrate outside. They outside. They start talking about tea yet again. And we find out that apparently Scarface and her had a conversation in the club where Scarface is telling her she's gonna let off of her and whatever. And she says she hopes that she believes her or whatever because she wants to see if she's cool and wants to get to know her now. And this is like after you done did everything that you did, why would she care to get to know you?
There's no more getting to know me. Like
Like for
after
real.
after you done fought me for no fucking reason, I already see how you operate. Like that's weird. Like you fighting somebody for no reason, I already kind of know your personality, and it's like it's gonna be a no go. It's like I don't even want to get to know you.
At all. That part. Because it's like you don't fought me twice for no reason. For no reason.
I don't
You
want to get
lost
to know
you
you.
lost it there.
I don't want
Right.
to get to know you.
But Natalie, she doing the same shit, claiming that she told Scott that they need to get the girls to come over there again so that they can talk and have another meeting and get to know each other so they can see the house, yada yada yada, same old stupid shit. But Mariah Lynn states that she needs to address the issue with the chain. 10 episodes in, she now wants to address the issue with the chain. Mariah, I got some shit for her at the end of the episode. I got some shit for her because she's a punk, and I don't, and I didn't think I would
But
say that because she never gave that on Love and Hip Hop.
well, you know, Love and Hip Hop, they edit for their favorites.
I got words for her, but we'll get on that. But she then started talking about Smiley. She feel like Smiley's holding on to the chain because she wants to have a storyline or whatever, and she wants the clout chase off of her. Mariah Lynn, Smiley has not even mentioned. I swear, Smiley ain't mentioned her name since episode 1 or 2. I ain't
Yeah,
heard her talk about Mariah Lynn.
I haven't heard. Mainly, she been talking about her miscarriage.
Exactly. So what clout is she chasing, and which clout do you have that she's supposed to be chasing off of? Like you're not Mariah. You're not nobody. Like yes, you are known from Love and Hip Hop, but your name does not carry that much weight. Like nobody is clicking on shit for you.
Hmm.
But they show the footage of that. Show the footage of that stuff and all that stuff going back and forth. The chain is fake. It's pretty clear the chain is fake, which is why it's so funny that she's fighting over this chain when it's not even a real chain. And you got all this issue with a fake chain.
She said the
But
pendant, like the Mariah, her name. She said it's real.
that's the fakest looking part.
She said the chain is fake, but the pendant, like the one that says Mariah, is real.
That part, the Mariah part, looks the
She
fakest part
shot
to
out
me.
the jeweler. She said, I don't know what the jeweler name is, but she shouted it out. It must
Whatever.
be real.
Whatever. But Rolly claims that that they should confront the shit with the miscarriage. But they claim that they're not the drama starters over there, which I want to start
I
making
don't
some more
I don't
drama.
get the confronting her in the whole group setting. Like I feel like if anybody should have, if they had a question about it, it should have been like Camilla and Tasiki that probably they literally hugged her in the bed that night, if they had any like inkling of they thinking that she lying, they maybe could have just had that conversation with those three in the room and be like, girl, what's really going on? Did you really have miscarriage? Like, are you okay? Are you good? If they really felt like that she was lying. But
And even if they, and that's where I'm at with it. I feel like even if they feel she was lying, I feel like it's still not even their place to ask. 'Cause, like,
but
why do
yeah,
you?
true. True, but I'm saying, but like if they felt some type of way, don't
Yeah,
don't go around like speaking it to everybody else, then waiting for somebody else to bring it up
to
or
tag up on her.
to
Yeah,
tag on it. I'm saying if you felt like that, you should talk to you. Y'all live in the same
pull her
house.
to the side.
But
Yeah,
nonetheless, none of y'all motherfucking business, whether it was fake or not. But I mean, it's
that's the main thing.
like if it was real, if it is real, I feel really bad for her this episode. Like,
Me too.
rather it's real or not, I definitely do feel bad for her.
Yeah, this was
Like
whack. Like,
that was whack. But anyway, keep going.
yeah. But we gonna move on. We get this scene, and I love Anna. Like I say, I love her, but I gotta keep it
Not too much.
real.
Not too much on
I'm
my
about
sister.
to,
She was in the
I'm
right.
about to get
She
on
was
her.
in the right. We
I'm
gonna
about to
fight.
get on her.
Okay,
I'm
go
about
ahead
to,
because I got something for you, bitch. I got something for you. Don't talk
I'm
about
about to
honor. I
get
don't
on. I'm
care.
about to get on her. Listen.
Get on her.
So we get
Get on
this
her.
scene.
Because Big Dominican had an
Anna,
issue.
no, listen. Anna, Anna goes to the hospital, and Biggie is there too, but they show Anna first. So she's at the hospital. Biggie's there as well. Anna's whining about Biggie because she was whining about her, which also she's going, and Biggie's going in there because Broly biting her. Anna's going to get checked up on that finger because of what she did to Sky, DJ Sky. So Anna ends up because they go inside, and we get a little bit of them bickering, but we didn't see the gist of what pissed Anna off at the end. So they get the next scene to where she's on the phone with somebody going off. Biggie out here, she's screaming at Biggie, screaming about Biggie, talking about how they kicked her out of the hospital because she done swung the hospital blanket. Or that part made me laugh. When she
It's
did say
that
that, I
warm
was
up,
cracking
bitch. It's that warm up.
up. That part did make me laugh, but they kicked her out. She called her all type of fat bitches and saying she wants to beat her up and yada yada yada. And this is why I said Anna, the part that started to irritate me was because you could tell she wanted to have an issue with Biggie. Because the minute she walked in the house, and you can't tell me she didn't, the minute she walked in the house, she had some type of like. And I'm thinking to myself, is it because she's a Dominican as well? You wanted to be the only Dominican on the show? Is that why you really bothered? That's
No,
what was going through my mind.
no, not too much on Anna. I don't care.
I'm like,
I said she was wrong, but I'm gonna defend her because I like her. But she
I
was
like
just
her
like,
too.
but like she was just caught off guard because she's like, okay, bitch, why are y'all fighting? Like I felt like she was more irritated about the situation rather than Biggie, but it came off that like she was more irritated at Biggie. I feel like later on she gonna come to that realization that it's not Biggie that she irritated with, it's the fighting that she's probably irritated with. But
Yeah.
I just felt like that's why she like, girl, like you just walking in and fighting. Like, what the hell? Like, dang, we can't chill, we can't hang out, we can't talk, we can't Dominican out together. But also you gotta
She ain't want to Dominican out.
but Biggie do be she do be talking down to people. So I don't
She
put it past
do.
I don't put
That's
it
why I
past.
say we'll get to it.
But
Let's get to
a
that
lot of
part.
people
Like,
not gonna call that out right now because they was calling it out last season. But this season they not gonna call it out because they like Biggie because Biggie is fighting somebody that they don't like. And I'm not gonna say Biggie was in
that's
the
true.
wrong because I still like Biggie, but I'm gonna defend Anna. She was a little wrong, but I'm gonna defend her.
We're gonna go down the line. We're gonna go down the line. But in this moment, she irritated me. But we'll get to it.
Anyway, I don't care.
But the next scene,
My sister.
we get Camila and Sky meeting up with T, who looked very good as always. Like T, she knows how to put herself together well. But she's excited to see them because she knows they're real and they got good vibes. So they recap the night. T feels like ET is fighting her because she has a crush on her because nothing else is making sense as to why she continues to fight her every time she sees her. Which I'm like, you know what, you could be on to something, truth be told,
Right.
because
She might want to lick the cootie kid.
it just don't make no sense. Because like how she came in and just immediately tried to just go for her consistently, she might be on to something. But she started calling her a pterodactyl. That shit cracked me up. She said she looked like a dinosaur. T is funny. Like she is hilarious. But T says she feels like her confidence makes them, for some reason, they just don't like it. And honestly, it's a you problem because, like, she is right. they don't like the fact that she says she's her and she's bigging herself up. It's like, why is somebody who's confident in themselves and speaks positive affirmations about themselves, why does that got y'all so bothered? And if anything, you should take something from her. Like, be like that. And Rolly needs to take some of that confidence, take some of this confidence she has, and try to build it into herself. Because I'm gonna get on Rolly later on, and you probably already know what I'm talking about. Because she's clearly trying to fit in where she does not fit in. But we'll get to that. Sky lets them know that Natalie wants them to come over. The whole situation about the house meeting, and Camila and T both are like, we all know it's gonna be some bullshit. So T's like, I'm not coming. T said,
I
I'll
wouldn't
Skype
go
in.
either if I was T. Because
No,
at every fucking meeting, y'all want to jump on me, bitch. I'm not going.
jump on her. And you see, she wasn't there, so they had to pick
They
somebody
had to
else. But
pick
we'll get to
somebody
it.
else.
But Biggie ends up leaving the hospital. She's talking about how Anna got upset because she asked them to get a truck because Anna was so aggravated. Which we'll get to more information about that later. But we get the next scene with Suki and Sapphire. They're on their way to the house. This scene was funny because Suki was saying she don't know them girls. She don't do the large groups, especially with women, because a lot of the women, most of the times, either are jealous of each other, or be on that shifty type of energy. Which she ain't lying. Like, look at these girls. Like, you put so many of them in here, they're gonna have some type of issues with each other because they see something in that other person that they don't have, and they low key are jealous about it. Which is she's speaking about these girls without knowing that she's speaking about these girls,
Yeah.
because everything she's saying applies to these girls on the show. But they start being funny with each other. It was funny that one little scene whenever they was talking about the driver's license, saying that Suki don't have her driver's license, and Suki was like, because you don't have your car. And then Sapphire was like, yeah, because Suki said that Sapphire don't pay her insurance, which is why she don't have her car. And Sapphire was saying, yeah, because my car's about to get repoed. I never pay for my insurance. That part made me that part made me laugh. It's so ghetto and gutter, but it's so funny because they owned up to it. Like, if you own up to it, I guess it's funny to me. But that little scene was, I feel like it was needed too, because we ain't had this type of like super funny scene
Yeah.
besides
And then,
T.
and then when the bus went "Grr," and the food went, and she gonna say, "You made us drop all our food. We paid for it." And she said, "We got this for free."
They funny. This scene was funny. Yeah, they kind of. I'm gonna get on them too later on. But Sapphire wants to see how these girls are, if they standing on business or getting in people's business. I was like, that's
Well,
a word. Yeah, well, we gonna we gonna get on her too. But she said she don't know them girls, but there's one person in particular she got a question for because she don't operate off that weird energy. And I'm sitting here thinking now, when I say that, did she even address anything?
she was trying
I
to,
don't think
but
she
she
did.
was addressing it. I think
Was
it's
it
I
the
think it's to
same issue?
Smiley. I think it's to Smiley.
Okay,
Because
okay. I was wondering. I'm
I
like,
think Smiley texted their phone.
I know she texted Suki because Suki was the one saying it. I don't know if
Yeah,
she texted Sapphire though.
yeah,
We'll
I don't
see. We'll see. But Suki and Sapphire, they get to Natalie's crib, and Natalie is recapping the night for them. Natalie's telling them about the two houses being split, how they don't really hang out with the girls, claiming that the house, they went to the house initially the other day to fill out the energy. And she gives them her version of Biggie and Rolly, claiming that Rolly beat the shit out of Biggie, which we both and everybody knows that was not the truth. If anything, it was a tie. She then starts recapping the stuff with ET and T again, hyping it up, claiming ET beat the shit out of T, which also did not happen. Like,
know.
T was hanging
I
in,
feel like Camilla said it best. Like T is not a fighter, but she will defend herself if
literally.
she need to. Like she's not a fighter. You could tell that she don't really like fighting like that. Like that's not how she get down. But if she got to defend herself, she'll do the best that she can, and
Yeah,
she did her best.
and she hung in there
Yeah,
every single fight that she's been in. Nobody beat the shit out of her the way they should have.
yeah,
Like, she's
yeah.
not a
For her
fighter.
to be like a fighter,
Yeah, she can't really fight, and she fight. If you go back and rewatch her fights, she swings hella slow. So
she do.
somebody that can really fight should have really fucked her up. Like, because she gives you a lot of open shots. Like, you have a lot of ways to really face shot her and get her where it hurts. But for her to walk away looking like she ain't even been in a fight, that says a lot about y'all fighters. But
Yeah,
Suki was talking about she don't care about the fights. Like, she's there for the drinks. That's what she's there for. She's there for the drinks and the food and to have fun. And they saying it's just not deep, like the way that because they started talking about how Biggie apparently was saying on this Vigo app that Rolly was fat, and Rolly saying the same thing, got mad about it. And Suki like, y'all both big
Okay.
bitches. Like, what y'all mad about? Like, it's like,
Both
for
did.
real. Like, and Suki said that her and Sapphire be making fun of each other like that too. And because we do that same shit with each other. Like, we talk shit
Yes,
about each other to
football
each other's
head.
faces. But that's the whole thing. Like, that's how you can tell certain people are insecure. Like, if you insecure, certain shit like that is going to bother you. But
Because I'm the
that's where you
shit
see these girls.
talker. I love shit talking.
Me too.
Every
I
day,
love it too.
all day.
Me too.
On the
That's the way
TL,
you get through the day.
on the TL, I love annoying you. On the TL, I'll talk shit
And it's
all.
hilarious. It's hilarious. But Natalie's claiming there's going to be no more drama. She proceeds to preface some more drama about the shit with Smiley. And this is where we see Suki talking about how she don't know how Smiley got her number because she don't know her. She's heard about her in Miami, but she don't know her. She claims that she had texted her telling her that she beat up her friend Mariah Lynn. So Suki's claiming Smiley likes to make trouble and victimize herself in the process. So keep that in mind. So the next scene, the cool crew from the other house end up getting to Natalie's house, or at least going to Natalie's house, and Anna is filling them on the biggest shit. And this whole scene, this is where Anna got me back because I'm like, well, she didn't lose me, but she just irritated me. But she was cracking me up the whole time. The way she was reiterating this scene and just kind of like rehashing it, it was funny.
No, and I feel like Sky and Camilla and Tasiki was like listening to their little sister, like
They was
complain about
cracking up.
something, and they were just like, "Listen, like girl's not that deep, but we listening to you." Like they just was like, "Girl's
Literally.
not that deep." Like she like the little sister that be like, the baby. She gives the baby,
Exactly.
like,
Going off about some
girl's
shit that's
not
not
that
that deep.
deep, but go off.
For real. But she started talking about the same shit about how Biggie was in there screaming that she an OG, telling her to roll her blunt, and she like, I'm not your maid, like I'm not doing this shit, like. So that was irritating her, which I guess I can understand because if somebody kept trying to boss me around after a certain period of time, I get a little irritated too. But she started telling her about her getting kicked out of the hospital for swinging the hospital blanket on her, and they started laughing. They was cracking up. But
That warm
we
up.
get, I know. But we get to the last little scene where Rolly ends up joining Sapphire, Natalie, and the rest of the crew in these shorts.
I knew you was about to talk about these shorts
And
because when she walked, I said, "Oh, she looked." Then she turned around. I said, "Now that wasn't in the meeting."
she looked decent from the neck,
Yeah,
from the stomach up. That's probably one of the best. This is one of the best times Rolly's ever looked.
yeah, she
Honestly,
looked good. But then when she turned around, I said, "Girl, them
yeah. Then when we got to the show, I'm like,
them shorts." I mean, but I guess wear what you want to wear.
but that's the thing though, Rolly. This is why I say she's trying so hard to fit. She's trying so hard to fit in, and since we talking about fitting in, Scarface, she's a follower because she's talking about how she don't drink,
Oh
but
yeah,
let these girls peer pressure her into drinking because she's too scared to tell them that she don't drink. I'm like, all you had to do was tell them I don't
don't
drink.
drink. Yeah,
And even if they continue to force you to do it, you didn't have to drink, but she allowed them to force her into drinking it. Follower, which is the same type of shit. Like Scarface, she like to act like she's so hard. She like to act like she's so this, and this.
but that's how she
You
was.
fold.
That's how she was at first. When she met Krishan, it looked like she just wanted to eat Krishan pussy. And when Krishan wasn't like paying her any mind, that's when she wanted to fight her. I'm like, what the fuck? So like, I feel like,
So you might be onto something.
yeah, like she's weird.
So you
Like
might be onto something.
she's a fan service. That's why I don't really know why a lot of people liked her on Now That's TV. It was just because she was like a fighter, but I didn't like her on Now That's TV. You know who my favorites are. I got favorites over there.
Cash gotta get on here. I like her. I ain't see too much about her, but that
Cash
fight
is wild.
alone got me
You do
wanting her
not
on
need to
here.
get on here. No, Cash is
Why?
wow. Cash is wow. I
Is
like
she for real?
I like my ghetto TV from my ghetto TV, and Baddies is like my semi bougie ghetto, and I like to keep it that
So
way.
she just be fighting just to fight.
Well, the way they be talking about each other, like they be dragging it. They're like, okay, they're like Twitter trolls, and then Baddies is like Instagram baddies. Like it's bad. Like, do you
Well, I
understand
see
the
where you're coming
comparison?
from. I see what
Like
you're
they be
saying.
saying
Yeah.
some off the wall shit to each other. Like literally, they were like, "I didn't say I didn't say the daddy. I don't." No, they was like, "I didn't say the baby was ugly. I said the baby father's ugly, and the baby looked like him." Or they be like, "Fuck your dead baby," or they be like, "Fuck your grandma. Fuck your this." I'm like, "My God!" Like they be like,
Bover.
"Very. We don't need that.
Lack of couth.
Keep that on Now That's TV."
For certain people, some people need it. when I say some people, I'm talking about people
Maybe
like
at the
Rolly.
reunion they could come to the reunion, but the whole season
They
you
need a
gonna get tired
reality
of
check.
Cash. You gonna get tired of Cash
Okay,
the whole
I'll
season.
take your word for it. I'll take your
But
word for
I still like her though.
it. But the cool girls, they end up showing up as they're sitting there drinking and stuff. They're taking shots. So Scotty starts talking about how she don't want the house to get fucked up and she wants the girls to have some etiquette. Again, she's literally taking everything Natalie does and like trying to make it her personality. Because first of all, you illiterate. Because what is etiquette? Like it's etiquette. I'm like, why do y'all sit here and get on this TV talking like this? Like,
And why do
get
they
for
let
real.
them? Why don't they correct them? Why don't
Because
they
I
probably
guarantee you, some of them
don't
probably don't think that. I was gonna say they probably don't realize it's not a word
they
either.
probably was like, "Oh, that
But
was a good word, ET."
like ridiculous. But they down there having a decent time. It looks like they trying to get along. But Natalie ends up instigating, asking where Biggie is, and Sky's talking about how Rolly had bit her, and Rolly is swearing up and down, swearing on her kids that she did not bite Biggie. And Anna said exactly what I was saying. If you trying to, because the way she was bit, she was like bit right here.
Yeah.
How you gonna bite yourself? You can't even get down there to that part. So Anna was like, "You lying?" Like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you are lying.
Yeah, Anna
You ate
was
that
like,
girl."
"Girl, you lying." And you know, Anna really don't even like Biggie, so she was like, "Girl, you lying."
Exactly.
So like,
Exactly.
you definitely did bite her, bitch.
Everybody knew that. But then they start talking about the hospital issue with Anna. She starts briefing it again, and Rolly decides to take that as an opportunity since they're talking about a hospital to then address Smiley. So this is where the scene starts to irritate me. So she starts talking about how she felt like she's lying. She said that she got in contact with somebody that she was apparently with, that Smiley was with. And Rolly said that they had told her that she was just on her period and she was throwing up. Smiley said that she'd been on perks or whatever, and apparently her dude came home from prison, and apparently they was fucking or whatever and doing it, whatever. And she said that she ain't had her period in 2 months, and this is prior to her coming to the show. So they started to be like, okay, because we thought that you wasn't pregnant or didn't know that she was pregnant. And in her mind, and what she's saying, she thought she was pregnant, but didn't know for sure she was pregnant, which could be true, could not be true. Me, honestly, this whole situation, I don't care because it's not my business.
Yeah.
That's me sitting here thinking. But they, of course, they got to find a way to make her the show. So they
But I
decide to
just
do
want to
that.
know, why do Rolly always think somebody lying? Like, is she the human lie detector test? Because
When she's delighted,
she be
she
the
be
main
lying
one
all
talking about
the
somebody lying.
time.
I'm like, girl, where's your detector at? How can you detect when somebody lying? Because she always calling somebody out for lying. Because she just lied. Girl, you just lied
She always
a scene ago talking about you didn't bite Biggie. Somebody need to call you out about lying. Like, you trying to
she
call somebody else about lying. But, like, I just don't understand, like, if it's true, if it's not true, I don't understand why make it a big spectacle. And I feel like they had an issue because of the whole Mariah thing, and this was just the avenue to get their issue with her.
just like, and then Biggie shows up in the midst of all of this, and Rolly start asking. This is stuff too, like asking for her discharge papers, and it's like, for what? Why do I have to prove something to you? Like, and granted, even if she did come out of the hot, because she said that she had left, and apparently they wanted her to stay, and it's like, if she ended up getting up and leaving, well, I don't know. Because I guess she would have discharge papers, and she said they were in the car or whatever. Who knows if that's true or not? But
Did you
who,
sneak
like I
out
said,
the
who fucking
hospital?
cares? That's what I'm saying too. But then that brings me to the next point. Rolly was claiming like she ain't take care of her pussy the way she's supposed to or whatever. Because if I lost a baby out of my vagina, I'd be taking care of it. I'm like, yeah, that would be what most people would be doing, but you can't tell her how to handle certain things.
And she said this was
But
her first time going through a miscarriage. She said she
I do
has.
remember her. Yeah.
She said her whoever the guy she was fucking with, he was like, "Dang, you lost another one again,"
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
I feel like she handled her feelings a certain way.
hmm And then Rolly then claims that she called her in a lie because she said that she didn't want to stay at the hospital when they was trying to make her stay, but then stated when they was out at the club about some meds that they apparently gave her that she claims that she now had. And Rolly was saying, "How did you get it if you left?" And Smiley said that they made her go back. And I don't believe her whenever she said that. And I'm like, okay, maybe because in the way she said it, it did sound like it could have been possibly a lie. But like I said, I don't care. But that then brings Suki to the point where she then starts bringing up how Smiley likes to start shit and victimize herself before the show. and saying that she was starting trouble, and said that she heard a lot about her prior to the show. Suki then makes it a point to let her know, I don't want you to feel like I'm tagging up on you because, and she said it, she said a word in this right here. Because she said baddies and real bitches don't tag up on people whenever they see other people jumping on it. I'm trying to address this issue with you because you right here now, and this is the first time I've seen you since whatever. And I feel like my issue with you is not even about this. My issue with you is about the texting thing. So she started bringing that up. So Smiley said that she had mutual friends with Sukiana, and they felt the need to text her from her phone after the fight with Mariah Lynn. At this point, I felt like she was lying. I felt like that was a lie because why would your friends get on your phone to text her? Because
Yeah.
they have mutual friends. Like that, I didn't understand. I'm like, okay. But then Smiley saying that Red, whoever this friend is apparently who's the mutual friend. But Suki don't even know who that is. Suki said, who is that? So then they start getting hyped. The energy starts getting hyped. And you could tell Smiley either is scared or doesn't want, and she could feel where it's about to become a fight and doesn't want it to get to that point. You could tell she was not trying to get on that energy, which is why I was irritated. Because, like I said, if somebody does not want to fight, and it was clear she didn't want to fight, why do y'all want to continue to do that? And you could tell all of them was starting to get hyped up to want to get up and fight because they start talking about the chain too, which then makes Rolly throw a drink. So Rolly throws the drink, and as she's throwing the drink, Smiley obviously directs her energy at Rolly. Sukiana is still hot and a little bit hyped, which I don't know why she's wanting to fight at this point because Smiley didn't give her none of that energy back. And I'm feeling like, honestly, the texting situation, yes, her having your number, yeah, that's weird, but it's not that deep to want to fight.
I mean,
Like,
it was kind of weird though. Like, don't tell like that's like somebody texting you saying, "Oh, I just beat up Legend." Like, okay, bitch,
well, yeah,
why are you
that part I do understand.
why are you saying you just beat Legend up? To me, like, what you want me to do about it? You want me to come beat your ass? You want me to come beat your ass for
Tasiki,
Legend?
Tasiki
But
said the
like,
same thing. So yeah, I see that point.
I understand that part of it, but I don't understand the whole like. I just didn't get. I was with Suki at first, but then she lost me. She lost me.
Right.
I was with
She
her at
started
the
to
beginning
lose
because
you.
I understood the text and like, why are you? One, I don't know you. Two, me and Mariah are cool, but we may not be the best of friends like that. Like, I'm not about to pull up for her for nobody. Or really,
Yeah,
I don't know if
right.
they like that or not. But like, that's how she was presented it as. So like, why are you texting my phone saying that I just beat up your friend Mariah? What you want me to do
Mm-hmm.
about it? You want me to come beat your ass too?
You're right.
You want me to come save Mariah? You want me to be kept to save? Like, don't test my phone like that. What are you doing? I understood that point. But when they
Yeah.
started all dog piling on her, I don't like that. Rather Smiley was weird or doing whatever. Don't nobody deserve that. You don't need to be dog piled on like that. And Rolly, you really don't even have nothing to do with this situation. So I don't know why you're throwing drinks and why you're yelling and being loud. You just want to be seen, bitch. You sitting here calling shit out because I guess don't nobody else want to call it out or whatever. But you can't always be that you don't need to be that person all the time because sometimes it don't got shit to do with you. So you trying to be the voice or whatever, and you go be the one that's looking stupid. So you need to shut up. And if everybody else had it, they should have said it. You don't have to be the one that always speaks up all the time. Sometimes it's best for you to just mind your motherfucking business and shut up because bitch, you already been biting motherfuckers. You need to worry about that. That's what you need to worry about. You need to worry about that.
You said it. I ain't got nothing else to add to that. But they start, like I said, they started talking about the chain. So then Rolly throws a drink. Smiley is starting to argue with her. And then here comes punk ass Mariah Lynn. And this is where she really started to piss me off because it's clear they put a battery in her back. She decides she wants to swing on Smiley while Smiley low key is not even paying attention to her, but eventually starts to pay attention to her. So they start swinging. She starts swinging these little weak ass hits. These little swings that she was throwing looked like some softballs. Like nobody was catching. I guarantee you, Smiley didn't feel none of it. But she ends up getting separated. Security ends up taking her over there. The rest of the girls, this is where I was like, all of them are whack because they start hyping her up. Go get your chain. Go get your chain. Go get your chain. She then runs over there, and you can tell they're still hyping her up, putting a battery in her back. And then she decides to go because Smiley is over there, bent over the stove. Regardless, either she's having some type of pain or whatever. Don't know if it's true or not. Regardless, she don't want to fight. At this point, it's clear she don't want to fight.
You can tell.
Mariah then goes over and starts hitting her in the back of her head when she's not even paying attention to you. I'm like, Mariah, you whack. Like you thought you did your big one for getting your chain back, But it's episode 10, which is essentially what, a week in their filming? You waited a whole week to finally do something? Like, you
Yeah.
whack for that.
You should have addressed that way before. You should have talked about that way before. You waited until bitches put a battery. You were talking about, oh, I want to be cordial. I want to be cordial. Well, then keep it cordial. Why are you trying to fight now? You should have fought. You should have fought when you needed to fight, and you should have got your pendant back, your fake one. You should have got it back. And I just didn't like you could tell Smiley didn't want to fight, but it looked like she was taking off her jacket for Rolly. She was about to fight Rolly, but then Mariah came up, and Mariah, you got put in the motherfucking couch, baby. You was a couch cushion.
She did.
She literally folded you up like you was a couch pillow. All we had to do was just put the sheet over you, bitch, and you would have been a pillow on the motherfucking couch. Like that's embarrassing. Why? How you sneak somebody and end up the couch pillow? Like that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, Mariah. I'm
Literally.
disappointed. I'm highly disappointed in the women this episode. Highly disappointed. And I'm even furthermore disappointed in the bitches that stay in the house with Smiley. Whether you think Smiley is lying or not, or you got some beef with Smiley or whatever, y'all been in the same house as Smiley. Y'all should have spoke up and be like, y'all all don't need to jump on her like that or whatever. If y'all want your rounds, do it one-on-one. Or they should have pulled a Jayla and be like, hold on, bitch, y'all ain't about to tag team shit. What's up? I'm about to beat y'all asses.
And
That's who irritated me
where
the
I was
most.
at.
Like, and some of the people in the other house is some of my favorite people. So for them to piss
All
me
of them.
off and make me disappointed in them, I'm actually mad because
Me too.
Tasiki, Sky, Camila, Anna all piss me off.
Biggie even took. Well, Biggie don't
Oh
really
yeah,
know her
well,
like that.
Biggie don't know, but I'm just saying they've been in the house mostly together. Although I know Anna and Smiley have been having some issues, but nonetheless, what?
And what they gonna do? They gonna get on this phone tomorrow and tonight and be talking about, oh, that's so wrong, that's so wrong. But you didn't do nothing in the moment.
Yeah, you didn't say
You
nothing.
can't do that.
You didn't say
Like
nothing.
and
Y'all
that's
just
that's
sat
the
there
part
and
that be
watched shit
pissing me
happen.
off.
Y'all just sat there and
Yeah.
watched it happen. And I get like y'all are like friends with them and friends with them or whatever, and y'all probably don't want to get in the mix of whatever. But at the end of the day, you gotta stand up for something, or you go just fall for anything.
For
You,
anything.
you gotta
Right is
say
right and wrong
something.
is wrong.
Like even if it come out at the end of the season that I was wrong for standing up for Smiley, I know at the end of the day I feel good about myself for standing up in that moment because it was weird ass energy. Whether Smiley is wrong or right, I would have felt right within myself for standing up for
For
her.
standing up for her.
For
Me
being like,
too.
no, y'all not about to jump on her. Like that's weird. It's five of y'all, four or five of them trying to jump on her. That's weird. No matter what she did or what she said, it's not warranted that. But
None
also,
of that.
Smiley, you can't be texting people phones and then expecting not
Yes.
to tag.
Yes. But then that brings me to the sneak peek. The sneak peek is what really pisses me off because you see Sapphire got her in a chokehold while Mariah is getting her licks off. They jumping her at this point.
They jumped her. They jumped her. That was a jump.
That's what blew me. I'm like, y'all are some weak ass, punk ass, whack ass bitches. Like, y'all swear y'all so bad, but y'all jumping a girl who is bigger than half of y'all. Like, what is the point? And it's like y'all doing all this because she might have lied about a miscarriage that y'all don't know if even she could not even be like you said. What if she's not lying about this and y'all just beat her up because she lost her baby?
Yeah, like that's really sad. That's sad that
So
if it comes
nasty.
out that this was all true, everything. But I honestly feel like she don't have to prove it. She really don't have to
She
prove it.
don't.
She ain't got to prove it
It's
to
none of
us,
their business.
nobody. Like that's her business or whatever. And honestly, looking back on it, she probably regrets sharing it. That she
I
ever
was just about to say that.
probably regrets
I was
sharing.
like, maybe she shouldn't even brought it on the camera because it's like she could be. That's the thing. Talking about stuff like this, talking about miscarriages and stuff. You see a lot of people there's a lot of women that go through miscarriages that say they feel alone.
Yeah,
And when you bring stuff like this to the camera, you think you're doing something to help somebody else out, and then you get beat up for it. Like
yeah, that's insane. But I look like
this
I don't
episode's
care.
horrible.
I don't care if I look like the boo boo fool. If she come out that she was lying, I'm gonna still stand on it that y'all was in the
Me
wrong.
too.
I'm gonna
Me
look
too.
like boo boo. Where my makeup? Let me put on my clown makeup because
We put the clown makeup on.
it was weird. It was weird all around. Like
Beyond.
I feel like I'm most disappointed in Tasiki, Camilla, Sky, and Anna. I'm very and it's hard for me to say Anna's name, but I'm very disappointed in them because at the end of
especially
the
Tasiki,
day,
because Tasiki, you can tell Tasiki was closer to her too, because
yeah.
at the beginning of the episode, and then like the couple
Like,
like
oh, yeah, hey, hold on. You make a good point. At the beginning of the episode, they literally said we keep going to these meetings and fighting for no fucking reason. Why are we fighting? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Like her and Tasiki were literally having that conversation. So where was that same energy at, Tasiki?
Tasiki,
I know you was trying to be understanding of Suki and you understood that, but once you saw that shit turn weird and them all
you
jumping
should
on
have
her,
said
you should have
something.
said something. You should have been like, okay, you should have been like, okay, Suki, I get your point or whatever, but y'all all can't be jumping on her like that. Like that's weird. Like I understand your point,
Hmm.
but all your Rolly coming at her, Mariah trying to tag her from the side, then Sapphire getting up trying to fight, and then Suki trying to fight, and then Natalie egging it on. That's too many people. And then I know y'all probably been questioning me, but like, damn, like y'all couldn't brought that up in the other house. Granted, it's not y'all. I don't owe y'all shit, but like at least we supposed to be cool or whatever. Y'all could have talked to me before we got
Exactly.
these other bitches, and at least warned me or something.
So weird, just weird.
Yeah, but
Terrible, terrible episode.
I guess we got a hidden fight. This fight was not in the trailer. In the
Oh yeah, Suki and Smiley. I know.
no Sapphire and Smiley.
Was it Sapphire? I thought it was Suki.
That was Sapphire fighting
Damn. Well, what that makes me think, what else are they hiding that we might see later on?
because they were like they literally are forcing Smiley to fight. It looked like from the previews because in
I
the
know
preview
it's
you
red.
saw her choking, and then I guess they go to New York,
And the
and
red, she was
that's,
wearing red.
yeah, that's when they pull up, and Natty was like, either you fight or you go home, and it's like, bitch, I didn't sign up for Fight Club. This is not motherfucking Fight Club. Y'all trying to
Like,
motherfucking Korean Balboa. Bitch, this is not it. If you wanted that energy, why don't you just cast all girls from Now That's TVs? Because that's what
exactly. And I guarantee if you cast them girls from that show, you wouldn't be wanting to fight.
you wouldn't be wanting to fight because they be thumping. They be whooping at like they be and
Natalie,
Now That's TV let them go for like a good minute. Like they don't be stopping and breaking up the fight until like after a while. Like you go. They ain't about to rush with security. You go. But
yeah,
yeah, I just find it very weird that like nobody spoke up for her. And if there's something that we missing, that something happened or went on between them or whatever, and that's why they not speaking up or something going on, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just find it weird. Give me a reason, because I don't want to dislike my favorites, but I dislike them right now.
yeah. This was not a good episode for them, for anybody.
Yeah.
But my computer about to die, so let's
Oh,
wrap this up. I know it's about to die, and my shit is all the way over there. We already done finished it, so thumbs up the video, drop your comments down below because we know y'all probably got some comments. This is a lot, but we'll see y'all next week.
yep.
Peace.